When the active player declares that they will perform a stealth action, they have two options. Either they will perform stealth recon or stealth attack. To perform stealth recon, the active player moves a stealth force, either a U-boat or a submarine marker. Mines can't move and so cannot perform stealth recon. Move the stealth force to any hex on the game board, or, if a U-boat marker, to the U-boat's box. Distance is no consequence. Why? Well, the stealth marker does not represent a single U-boat or submarine trawling across the ocean. It represents activity in a particular area and information that may be generated by that activity. Moving the marker should not be thought of as machines literally moving from point A to point B, but activity no longer happening in one space and new activity happening in a distant space. That activity and the information generated from it may be created by completely different machines. There are limits to where a marker may be placed. The stealth force may not be moved into a hex with an enemy port or airbase. There is an exception for the German player. If this leader is attached to a U-boat force, it allows the German player to place the U-boat marker in a hex with a British port or airbase. Remove the leader marker from play when you do this, since its ability is usable only once. When placed in a new hex, if an enemy trajectory segment is in that hex, attach an intel marker to it. More than one enemy trajectory segment is in the hex, they all get intel markers attached. While in that hex, whenever the enemy player places a trajectory segment in the stealth marker's hex during their trajectory action, the marker serves as an intel trigger. After moving the stealth force, players must vie for initiative. To perform stealth attack, the active player designates one of their stealth forces. It attacks an enemy task force in its hex. The stealth force may not move first. That would require a stealth recon action. The stealth force may only target an enemy task force that is a station, or one with either a contact marker or intel marker attached, or both. To resolve the attack, calculate trajectory total. The stealth force has 0 segments. Players may designate coordinating task forces and air support task forces, and if one of the active player's designated task forces has an intel marker attached, interruption is triggered. Calculate modifiers, if any, and roll 2 dice. The modified sum determines the row on the stealth attack table, while the trajectory total tells you which column to use. Apply the result at the intersection of row and column, and then remove the stealth force from play. Designated task forces perform time-lapse, except the target task force. If a hit or damage result is scored, the active player reaches into the target player's task force display and places a hit marker on a ship in the task force, or flips the ship marker over if damaged. After resolving the attack and removing the stealth force from play, players each roll a die to vie for initiative.